Okay, welcome back to the third part of the video. In this video, we're going to add a few more fish. Now, at the end of the second part, the fish disappeared and that was normal fish. That was game over. So we don't really want that to happen in the game because it'd be a very, very quick game. So let's add a few more fish. So what we're going to do this time, we're just going to put a forever block around the code that we've got and just drop everything, inside there, just in there, and just drop that in there. Now what will happen there is the fish will appear straight away back on the screen. We don't want that to happen, so let's just put a little bit of a weight in there. You're going to drop that in under the hide block. We don't want the same amount of seconds each time, so I'm going to make that random. So let's click on the green one here, and in the green one we've got pick random. I'm just going to drop that into the block there. I'm just going to have it between 1 and 5 seconds. There we go. Now the other thing that we can do to improve this game obviously is to add a score. So in this one here, we're going to add something called a variable. Now, a variable is something in a game that changes all the time. So for example, a score, it could be the speed of a car. So let's click on variables, which is here. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to make a variable. So here we've got an option to make a variable. So let's click on that. We're just going to call it something simple like score. You can change that to whatever you want, but obviously we're going to make it something that makes a little bit more sense. So let's click on OK. Now, if you see now, we've got these blocks here underneath. So every time I eat a fish, I'm going to change my score by 1 point. So I'm just going to drop that underneath the hide block. Now at the moment it still says my variable, so I'm going to click on that and change it to score. So let's click on the big screen here at the top now. Let's start it and see what happens to see if that's working so far. Let's move our shark. There you go, and you can see our scores now actually changed. There we go. So we should have in a second our fish starting to appear after that random number of seconds. There he goes. So now our score is going up. Now, to make the game a little bit more challenging, we can start to add more fish. Now, I haven't added more fish at this point because it makes more sense to add the code to one fish and then just copy the entire fish across with all the code on it. To do that, click on the fish, right click on duplicate. Click on duplicate again, you can see we've got more fish starting to appear on the screen. I wouldn't put that many fish on because the game becomes too boring. You just start to add more and more fish and you're just catching them all the time. Just click on 4, just move them to different places on the screen. So click on the green flag now. There we go. Now you might notice that the one thing that is slightly needs changing here at the moment is we haven't set our score back to 0 when the game starts. Not a problem. I'm going to click on the shark. And every time we click on our game there, we're going to set this variable back to 0. So click on there and click on score. So this time, if we now click on the green flag, it should be 0. And there you go. And you can see that we're now starting to eat our fish. Right. Hope that makes sense. Have a little go. You don't have to have a shark eating game. You could change this game. I've had this before. So we've got superheroes going around the cities catching villains. Have a go at doing that. Have a go at changing it. Have a go at making your own characters and your own background. Hope that makes sense. Have a little go and let's see what you come up with. Thank you.